Welcome back. This is Elaine and Dennis, and we're doing the two-step, and we're coming to a dance that I like to do. I enjoy doing. It's got some nice figures in it, and it's a lot of fun. And that's called the Cincinnati Rag. This particular version, Phase 2, two-step by Carl and Carol Scapature. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And it does have a Strolling Vine, which is a Phase 3 figure in round dancing. So let's look at it quickly, and we'll go through a little bit of a teach on the various segments of it, and then we'll just have some fun doing it. A part point to open, so we're just doing a part point to open. And we start right out with a Charleston. Now the Charleston, you can look up on the previous lesson, and I don't know how experienced you are with doing that move, but in the lesson we talked about taking a step and then point and step and then point, which is the round dance definition. But Elaine and I, we prefer just doing a point, step, then point, step. It works the same. It works the same. So then we do a couple of 2 forward 2 steps, and then we repeat it. So let's do that to music. We will do just the opening. Cincinnati Rag, two-step Phase 2, and it has a Strolling Vine. Music starts in 3, 2. A part point to open in time. Charleston. 2 forward 2 steps. Charleston. 2 turning 2 steps. Strolling Vine. All right. Now for the Strolling Vine. Again, it's in one of our lessons. Just a quick review. It's a twist vine 2 with a left turning 2 step, and then you'll twist 2 the other way with a right turning 2 step. And you're ready at the end of it to go to either half open or open, and we'll do a hitch 6. Okay, and then just strut 4. Okay, that works out pretty well, doesn't it? So let's do it from the Charleston. Open in time, Charleston. 2 forward 2 steps. Charleston. 2 turning 2 steps. Strolling Vine. To open, hitch 6. Strut. Charleston. And we just repeat 2 forward 2 steps. Charleston. 2 turning. Strolling Vine. Hitch 6. Strut. Traveling box. All right. Now, with the 2 steps, sometimes the hardest thing is the transition from one figure to the next figure. Now, if you notice at the end of the Strolling Vine, they have us going to open. So as we do the Strolling Vine, twist 2, 1, 2 step, twist 2, turning 2 step. Then what we do is I continue to open a lane up between my body and my movement to open her up, but I continue to look down line of dance to do the hitch 6. Now, currently we're in half open, so we would do the hitch 6 like this. But also, as I open her up, I can step apart from her a little bit, and then we can do the hitch 6 in open position. All right? Whether you do it in open or half open really is up to you. It's kind of hard to do a Charleston while you're in semi. It's a little more difficult. So it's nice to be opened up like this to do the Charleston. But when you are in open, we do the hitch 6 after the Charleston, and then we strut 4. We do 2 turning after the Charleston. So here we are with the Charleston, point back. Now we're going to 2 turning. Now, if I weren't half open, it would be easier for me to go right into two-turning two-step. We go to close right up. But because we're in open, I need to bring her toward me and then get this hand around her back so that we can then go into two-turning two-steps. So here we are with the Charleston. We do one Charleston, two-turning. I immediately reach in to go at the end of the last Charleston step so that I can go right into a two-turning two-steps. Okay, again, so much of doing the two-step is that transition from one figure to the next. So be aware of that. Sometimes it can be a little clumsy. You can feel clumsy if you're in open and you want to go to two-turning. You've got to get this hand here, but don't be taking her hand with you. All right? You've got to face. You've got to get into closed position so you can go side close turn for the two-turning. All right, onward. The traveling box. You remember from one of the earlier lessons, the traveling box is, I'll stand apart so you can see it, half a box. Then we walk two, and then you do the second half of a box, and you walk two. Now, typically, when we do the second half of a box, side, close, back, and walk two. Typically, I keep my arm around her back. All right? Now, what follows is a face-to-face and a back-to-back. So if you do walk two, and we go to a face-to-face, as you're coming together, just drop the right hand from around the back and allow her to open up. Have this hand here so she can catch it. All right, so here we are at the end of the traveling box. We walk two, face to face, back to back. I just bring this hand out. Okay? Now on the cue sheet, and maybe the cue will say, with the traveling box, go to open. So if we just walk two, let's go to open, maybe we just separate a little bit. Okay, but I like having my hand around her back. It's very easy to just bring the hand out and go to butterfly to do a face-to-face. And just in case at the end of the traveling box, your hand's around her back, it might be a different dance. You may be asked to do two-turning two-step. So your hand is in a good position to continue that. So, traveling box, face-to-face, back-to-back, and an open vine 4. Let's just do that part. Ready? Traveling box. Face-to-face, back-to-back. Open vine 4. All right. Open box. Pretty straightforward. Now we're doing another figure, a broken box. Now, if you remember the broken box, also done in closed position. Now, we just did an open vine 4. So as we're doing the open vine 4, again, when you come back together, just bring your hand around her back. You know, don't look to go to butterfly all the time. It's very easy to go from behind the back to butterfly than it is to go from butterfly to behind the back. So whenever you have the option of coming back together, always go to closed position. So we do a broken box and then two-turning two-steps. So here's our broken box, half a box. Then we rock forward, the men, ladies rock back, half a box, finish it. And then the man rocks back and the lady rocks forward. Nice and simple, right? So let's just do that part to music. I tell you what, let's start with the traveling box. We'll do the traveling box and the broken box. Ready? Traveling box. Face to face, back to back. Open vine 4. Broken box. Two turning two steps. Walter.
Walk to the butterfly.
All right. Now, we come to another figure. I know some cues with a lucky rap, but that's not a defined term in round dancing, but feel free to use it if you want to. It's a lot easier saying lucky rap than the 4 measures of cues that I have to say, which is this. It starts out with a Vine 3. So, if you will, let me fold this and get it out of my way here. A Vine 3, we know how to do a Vine 3. Side, behind, side. Now, some of you may touch or may not. It really depends upon what comes next. Okay? Now, we Vine 3. Now, a rap, to reverse, we always keep the trailing hand down and we raise the leading hand. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's like a Vine 3, 1, 2, and reverse twirl. Only now when I Vine 3, I'm going to hold on to this trailing hand as I do that reverse twirl. And we like to do a hip bump at the end of it. Now that to me is the hardest part, is that reverse twirl. Because then now we unwind, and all the man has to do is step in place 3 steps while he drops the lead hand of the lady, and she unwinds. 1, 2, 3. And then we finish with a twirl where the man goes around her. And square dance could be like a California twirl. And we go around, and we turn the face. And we're back in butterfly. We might do the same thing again. Or in the case of this dance, something different. But the point is, we're ready to go in butterfly with the man facing the other way. And actually, after we change sides, we're going to circle away to 2 steps, strut back together, and then we do that whole sequence again. Vine 3, wrap, unwrap, change sides, circle away to 2 steps, and strut back together. Okay? And why don't we do that piece to music? Yeah, we'll just do that piece to music. And yeah, we'll get closer. And this segment. We'll start with a Vine.
Walk to the butterfly.
Ready?
Vine 3. Wrap. Unwrap. Change side. Circle away to 2 steps. Strut together. Butterfly Vine 3. Wrap. Unwrap. Change sides. Circle away to 2 steps. Strut. To open.
Okay, and we go right back to open as we strut together. And we'll go, I think we go right back into our Charlestons again. Yes, back into the Charlestons. And that's the whole dance. At the very end, we do a strut 4, which ends one of the segments. 1, 2, 3. And after the strut 4, we snap apart. And that's how the dance ends. Okay? So the lessons are all out there. The individual segments, we're just putting it together to have a good dance. Oh, did I announce yeah, Colin and Carol Scabacher, thank you. And it's called the Cincinnati Rag. It's a lot of fun. So I'm gonna take this mic off and I'll put on the music and away we go.
Apart point to open and touch. Charleston. 2 forward, 2 steps. Charleston. 2 turning, 2 steps. Strolling Vine. To open, hitch 6. Strut. Charleston. 2 forward, 2 steps. Charleston. 2 turning. Strolling Vine. Hitch 6. Strut. Traveling box. Face to face, back to back. Open vine 4. Broken box. 2 turning 2 steps. Twirl 2. Walk to the butterfly. Vine 3. Wrap. Unwrap. Change side. Circle away to 2 steps. Strut together. Butterfly vine 3. Wrap. Unwrap. Change sides. Circle away to 2 steps. Strut. To open Charleston. 2 forward 2 steps. Charleston. 2 turning. Strolling Vine. To open hitch 6. Strut. Charleston. 2 forward 2 steps. Charleston. 2 turning. Strolling Vine. Hitch 6. Strut. Snap apart.
All right. That was the Charleston. That was the Charleston. That was the Cincinnati Rag. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you will enjoy that dance. And until then, next time, this is Elaine and Dennis with the Shoe Leather Express in Gloversville, New York.